Namaste everyone. This is M. Srinivasu, English faculty from DAV High School, RTBP Township. At first, I heartily welcome you all for the 12th reading comprehension interaction from class 10th English Unit 1 with a reading called Attitude is Attitude. At first, I would like to read the lines before we get into interaction point of it. Let's go on. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, "You know what the world is right, that I have no arms and legs, but they will never take away the beauty of my eyes. I wanted to concentrate on something good that I had. The challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. They are not there to run us over," said Nick. In 1990, Nick won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award for his bravery and perseverance. And previously we have been talking about, he started mentioning about that he read one newspaper article whenever he was in 13 years of age, and that newspaper article inspired him very well, and he also decided to continue spreading that inspiration to the remaining people, and even more, he wanted to give hope to the people who are completely disappointed and frustrated. So, having had such a knowledge previously, let us continue further interaction of him that he is directly narrating it. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, "You know what the world is right, that I have no arms and legs." So here he wanted to mention that in the college or in the school, he was bullied a lot, discouraged a lot, and disappointed a lot, pointing out about his physical disability. So they said, "You have no arms and no legs. What do you do in your life? Your life on earth is waste." So he was completely disappointed. That's why we need to remember there are two more occasions where he first at the age of 8 he thought of committing suicide, and at the age of 10 he tried to drown himself in the bath to kill himself. And then now you can see at the 13 he realized and he started thinking positively about things. So now he said, he looked at himself. For example, imagine Nick standing in front of the mirror and looked at himself, and what he could see, he has no arms and no legs. And what the world is commenting him, that you have no arms and no legs. That's right, of course. Why do I take that as a negative concept? And they are all humiliating me, they are all bullying me. Why do I take it in the negative sense? So the positive sense, if you can see, what the people are commenting, that I have no arms and legs, that they are absolutely right. What the world is said, that is absolutely right. What do they say? He has no arms and legs, and they say he is a torso. Yes, of course true. He is a torso. He has no arms and legs. He accepts that. But the contrast here, what is that say? They will never take away the beauty of my eyes. So in the last session, end of the session, we also pointed out the same concept. If you want to lead a life, you must be happy with what you have and never bother about what you don't have. Maybe others have. So keeping in this view, he now see what are the positive ideologies, what are the positive aspects in him to overcome and to lead a confident life with the optimistic mind. So there he comes across, he has a beautiful eyes, he has very attractive eyes. There are different kinds of people with different kinds of eye colors, like blue eyes, brown eyes, dark eyes, something like that. And some are very attractive, especially eyes, is it not? So this he wanted to mention. I have no arms and legs, that's fine, no problem. But I have beautiful eyes. I have very, very beautiful eyes. The point is, The people who are commenting that I have no arms and legs, they never take away the beauty of my eyes. So this is also the point. There are so many aspects that the people cannot take away, especially the knowledge that we are gaining through books and all. And then this particular knowledge cannot be taken away by anyone else. So that is why there was a Telugu poem regarding the studies we had. There was a poem such. So that means about education. If you are well in your mind, you studied well, you are becoming a very, very inspiring person with your intellect. Nobody will take away that, right? So he now would like to see positive aspect in him that tells that he is thinking positively and never take any comment of others in a negative sense, right? I wanted to concentrate on something good that I had. Now he decided. So you must concentrate on what you have that might be more happier to you. And for example, you have so many talents. And foregoing your aspect of your strength, of your talents, thinking about something else is a mean waste of time. For example, you have a bike others don't have, and they have a car, for example. Thinking that you have only bike and thinking that they have a car, you be happy that you have a car. There are other people who they don't even have bicycle. So think positively. That is what the sense that tells. So here he wanted to concentrate on something good that he had. Whatever he had that is happier or that is there with him, without thinking about something that he don't have. So concentrating on or being happy on with what he had is the really an aspect of positive ideology, positive mindset, and we say this is a positive attitude. And even more in the introductory session also we discussed about this is one of the important aspect of our personality development. So keeping in this view. So here in this paragraph we have come across about the positive attitude of the Nick Vujicic about facing the challenges, receiving the people's humiliations and bullying as a positive sense, and not to make ourselves more disappointed, taking their comments into our own mind and heart. Now coming to the next phrase. The challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. This is a spectacularly perfect line for all the winners of various fields. For example, you have seen a mango tree with full of ripe mangoes. We also identify there are people pelting stones at it to get the mangoes, or they try in the other way to get the mangoes. Why are they pelting stones at the mango? Because it is ripe with fruits. It had lot of fruits which are very sweet and ripe. They cannot throw a stone at me because it has no such sweet fruits that they could enjoy it. So sometimes you also see the positive aspect in you. For example, the God Almighty, He wanted to give tasks to the people who He wanted to see that person becoming a successful person, it seems. That's why the story linked now. For example, He is giving you a lot of struggle. That means what? He wanted to see you becoming a great person, an inspiring person in the life. That is why He wanted to give you some tasks. In this point, in this regard, we need to recollect the quote of Albert Einstein. A person has not tried anything, a person has not get any experience. A person with no experience have not tried anything in his life. That was a quote said by Albert Einstein. So in this point, what else? If you have not tried anything, you could would not get any kind of a experience. Besides, what else? Whenever God wanted to see you becoming successful, He wanted to put you some tasks. For example, we take a plant life. A plant becoming more stronger when it faces the blow of the wind and hot weather and even the heavy wind. So whenever there is a blow of wind comes then, and we know very well, it tries to strengthen its roots deeper into the soil to withstand by itself. Is that right? Similarly, we will be getting more strengthened by the challenges of our life. This is the main point. Challenges in the sense, there are different kinds of tasks that come across in our way of life, and they ask questions. That means they test our talents and they ask us to overcome the particular challenges. So challenges mean tasks, you can say difficulties, you can say, or it may be the point where we can shine ourselves. So the challenges in our lives are there to strengthen, to make us becoming more powerful, more powerful on convictions. Convictions mean beliefs, my dear. Beliefs. We have so many beliefs. For example, hard work never goes in a vain. That's a belief of many other people. And recently, people are also trying to have a smart work. However, it might be, everyone have some conviction. Even more, when you believe that there is no God also, He will make His presence by Himself by giving you tasks. So I would like to mention a small story name. I am not going to narrate it. There was a story called Dr. Faustus. Actually, he was a doctor but not satisfied with his life. Thus, so he wanted to practice a black magic. Whenever he started going into black magic, and then the head of all this black magic was Saturn, and his assistant was Mephistopheles. So they given a bond that he must sign with the blood then after the time period they are setting. After that, his soul to come to hell, not to the heaven. Right. So after that, what else? You might observe there, and then he was practicing black magic, and he was very happy. And at the end of the life, he was thinking about the God. But they put a condition: you should not think about the God when you sign a bondage with that your soil comes to hell. So whenever there are difficulties, we remember the Almighty. That's what my point here. So convictions mean belief. You may believe there is a God, there is no God. That's up to you. So here, all the beliefs will strengthen at certain points whenever we are facing our challenges. Definitely, we come across our challenges with a positive attitude, and even more, we make that beliefs more stronger, that convictions becoming more stronger. Now, coming to this point, this line once again, you keep in mind, any challenges that comes in our life on the way of life definitely will give a great strength in us. Nothing but God. It may be physical strength or maybe mental strength. You can say both combination of it. And ultimately, that strengthens our beliefs. What you believe, that you will believe more stronger when you come across such kind of a challenge. Right? Now, coming to this. They are not there to run us over. They are, in essence, they means what? Challenges. So they are not there to run us over. Sometimes we see people are giving up. That means they stop fighting, they stop continuing their effort to do something. So that is nothing but called allowing the task to rule over you. So that means what? When there is a difficulty, you gave up, and then that difficulty will almost undertake you, and you cannot achieve anything in your life, and moreover, you cannot overcome that particular task in your lifetime at all. For example, you can take the life of one Vujicic. Whenever he was just about a month's baby, his father put him in the water, and and then he started trying to learn swimming. It is very simple task. For example, if you understand, a small baby have no arms and legs, how can he swim? People with the both arms and legs movement and very vigorous movement in the waters only could make themselves swim in different kinds of patterns of swimming, like backstroke or freestyle or maybe butterfly stroke, something like that. Here, but he made that is maybe a challenge for his life. So like that, everybody have their own challenges. You should not allow it to completely rule over you. That means if you could not come across the task, then you cannot achieve in your life. For example, you have been getting less marks in one particular subject, for example. So you have not given more emphasis on your practice. So you cannot face the same problem again. For example, if you are fixed in your mind that you cannot achieve anything in your life and that subject is very, very difficult to you, you feel, and automatically what else? That challenge will be over you. Or if you put more practice on and you have a planned practice session over the particular subject, ultimately you will win. That means you took over the challenge. You win over the challenge. So never allow the challenges win over us, but let us win the challenges. So that is the line. So they are not there to run us over. That means to give their upper hand over us. That should not be done. Next. Sentiment. This is all the narration about the direct lines of Nick Vujicic. Remember this. In 1990, Nick won Australian Young Citizen of the Year award. This is an award name. The Australian Young Citizen of the Year award. It is an award given to people who are really young age. I think you might know very well. And it is the 1984. He was born in. So then automatically what? Now 1990. It's all about just about 6 years plus. Yes. So 1980. So it is almost around 10. Okay. So now you may understand that his age was very little age. So he could able to achieve. He was able to achieve a lot of tasks in his life. So that is how the effort that he was shown, though he was a torso, he came across a lot of struggles in his life. And then just about in the early age of his life, he came across so many tasks. That is why he was given award called the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award. So when was it given? It was given in the year 1990. So for what? For his bravery. Why people are becoming very brave? Unless there is a tiger in front of you, you cannot prove yourself that you are a great warrior or a brave person. So that is a tiger. I mean, here is a task, challenge. So he has shown his bravery facing a lot of challenges in his life. For example, you see, walking his life, writing is a challenge for him, and going to school like normal people, like a challenge for him, and continuing his life, allowing all his beliefs is also a challenge of his life. So even making our life like independent life without depending on others for his own needs itself is a challenge. So he win over those challenges. So that is why he was considered was very, very brave man, right? And second one, and perseverance. Perseverance is nothing but called, you see, the quality of continuing your efforts despite difficulties. For example, check it out. The quality of continuing to achieve something in life despite difficulties is called as perseverance. You can write this short form like never giving up speech. Never give up. So there are so many tasks, so many obstacles in one's life. But the point is, you will never try to give up it in the middle of it. Ultimately, the success comes to people who withstand till the end. So this is the point you need to keep in mind, my dear students. So he was given the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award for his bravery and perseverance in 1990 to make other people inspire, and even he also got recognized by his attitude that he kept forward his life without depending on others as much as possible. Let us recapitulate for today's. And today we have seen about his positive attitude, thinking about physical disability, rather thinking about his physical disability, concentrating on the positive aspect that he had. Second important thing is all the challenges of anyone's life and always make people strengthen their convictions. Convictions means beliefs that everybody has. Some people have some beliefs, some other people have some other belief. Now, what else at last we wanted to say? He was given an award called the Australian Citizen of the Year award for his bravery and perseverance. And bravery and perseverance is nothing but called bravery means you know very well, being brave, never fear of anything. It's called brave. And even you can say courage also synonym for bravery. And next, perseverance is nothing but called the quality of continuing to do something despite difficulties called perseverance. And this also short form. In other synonym, we can say the never giving up spirit is also called as perseverance. For his qualities, he was given a Young Citizen Year of the Award that was given in the year 1990. So we stop it for today, my dear students. And the upcoming session, we are going to discuss further more lines. I humbly request you all to read the lines more thoroughly with the word to word understanding, and then you comprehend it. You once again you check it out all the lines. They are not that difficult to make us ambiguity and all. They are very clear, and then you continue practicing your cursive handwriting also to make your handwriting more elegant. Thank you very much, children. We meet in the next session with the further more lines. Thank you very much.